You can add various ready-made shapes such as circles, squares, and arrows to your presentation by navigating to the Illustrations function group on the Insert tab. To add a shape, click on the Insert Shapes function. You'll soon see that the Shapes function is one of the most useful tools in PowerPoint. All of the available shapes are organized into groups such as lines, arrows, callouts, and action buttons. Shapes grouped under lines or callouts are useful when you want to emphasize something. Action button shapes are basically codable buttons that add another level of interactivity to your slide pack, enabling you to use them as buttons to navigate to specific slides or add more information to a specific slide. Clicking on the Shapes function opens a drop-down list displaying all of the ready-made shapes and their groups. Let's have a look at working with a normal shape by drawing a circle. We'll start by selecting the oval from the Basic Shapes group. To draw a perfect circle, hold down your Shift key while dragging your circle into place. Suppose that you're unhappy with your circle size after you have already inserted it onto your slide. If you want to make it a bit bigger or smaller, simply hold your Shift key down while resizing it to keep everything in proportion. Your Shift key also comes in handy when dealing with other shapes, such as adding lines to your slides. Holding down your Shift key while inserting a line forces the line to be on a 90-degree angle. As we mentioned earlier, shapes are a great way to emphasize key points on your slide. Unsurprisingly, adding some text to your shapes is easy. To add text to a shape, simply select the shape and start typing. If you've already added text to a shape and you want to elaborate on what you've said, select the shape and press your spacebar. You'll see a text cursor flashing at the end of the shape's current sentence, meaning that you're ready to type. When adding text to a shape, you will notice that there's a margin around the text. In certain events, you may want to decrease the margin size to fit more text in the shape without sacrificing font size. To do this, right-click on your shape and select the Format Shape option from the menu. The Format Shape dialog box will open up on the right-hand side of your screen. There are two options at the top of the Format Shape dialog box: Shape Options and Text Options. Shape Options is all about the shape around your text. This is where you can make changes to the shape's color, outline, or transparency. Text Options is where you want to be if you want to play around with the properties of the text within your shape. There are three property buttons under Text Options: Text Fill and Outline, Text Effects, and Text Box. The Text Box property button is where you can manage vertical and horizontal alignment and edit your margins.